Hey, it's Dee Marie from Artistic Nomads, and as part of Radically Reducing, we have begun tackling the paperwork in our office, which, if you saw our other video, shows you how much there was just in the pre-sort. Last night I took all of the files out of our active file drawer and stuck it in a crate, brought it out here, started sorting through it. I spent some time last night, I spent some time this morning, and this is the result. This crate, which was almost entirely full of files, now we only have this much active files, and actually some of this is medical stuff of Johnny's that he may go through and decide he doesn't need every little piece of paper. So some of this may be whittled down even further. These are empty files to use for when we do add more stuff in here. So what happened to everything? This folder is things that we need to scan so that we have a copy of it for our archival purposes, and then it'll be shredded or recycled. This is the pile that we already know we're going to shred because it has identifying information on it. This monstrosity is recycle papers, and a couple of folders are in there too, I think.
That's a lot of recycling.
It's a lot of recycling. And then this are the folders that I emptied and the random binder clips and paper clips that came out of this. So that was just one drawer out of that entire room that you can see in the other sort, the pre-staging video, that we still need to go through. But it's a start, and now we know where our working files will be.
Did you use your labeling system?
No.
You didn't label things as you sorted last night? I saw you putting labels on things.
I put some labels, but most of this as existing files already has file folders that say what they are. So only things like recycling and scanning got new labels. That's it for stage one of the office paperwork. I tackled another box of paperwork. It's now empty. Yay. It's not going to stay empty. There were a few things that need to be scanned. This may be added to in a moment, later on, which I'll get to in a minute. There's some empty file folders, weird envelopes and dividers, paper clips that, since I emptied them, now they'll go be added to all of our office supply stuff. This is a stack of things that I either belong to somebody else or they involve somebody else, and I'm going to see if they want to keep them. So it's like programs from things that we attended. There's like a program from a women's football team, and we know several people who are on the team who might like the program. There's an article that I had cut out that featured one of my college friends, and I want to see if he wants it for his scrapbook, that sort of thing. There's a few things that are Johnny's that he will need to sort through on his sort. This will be added to our growing shed box. I'm trying to shred every day, not shed. This will be added to our growing shred box. I'm trying to shred a little bit every day. I don't always do as well as I would like. I need to try to stay ahead of what we're adding to the box so that we can get it done before we move. This is all going into recycle, so that's a nice batch. And this, unfortunately, is the keep, which, if you saw the first part, I did much better at keeping a small percentage. The problem that I ran into is this is a lot of old tax files, and I'm not sure how many years of tax records we need to keep. So I'm keeping them for now until I can do the research to figure out how many years back do we actually need to keep tax records. Plus, I encountered a lot of programs from events we went to, which really are memorabilia, so I may stick that in another box, and when we sort through memorabilia, we may make another decision about this. And I have a whole bunch of papers that I wrote in college. And I was actually reading through them and thinking, not all of them, but reading a paragraph here and there and going, wow, I don't remember writing this at all. I don't even remember tackling this subject. Or conversely thinking, wow, I still write like that in certain ways, because I was in a writing class that was all personal essays, and I'm like, that's the same voice that I can see myself writing in now. So it was kind of interesting, and that may end up being whittled down again when we do the memorabilia sort. It's difficult to try to deal with the memorabilia papers when you're in the mode of, I don't need this bill anymore, I don't need this statement anymore, the more financial and legal paperwork that you're dealing with. So some of these may actually diminish when we get to Kansas and we start sorting through our actual memorabilia. That was another box down, so yay for us. We only have about 6 or 7 more to go.